2023. Mother Gaia, third dimensional planet, ascending into fourth dimensional collective consciousness. Azor,
Grand Rising Captain.
can you give me the update on third dimensional planet Gaia?
Yes, Christo, with pleasure. Gaia 3D currently is under critical condition. It seems there is a large amount of humans that have forgotten who they are, causing confusion, division and war driven by fear.
Thank you, Azor. Before we head down to Gaia, can you give me any information about the 3D world, as it's been a while since I've been there?
Sure, the 3D Gaia. We will face much resistance from negative polarity beings as a dual plane. Karma and Dharma are in effect. There is free will. It will be wise to protect our energy and hold love.
Alright, thank you, Azor. Sounds like we have quite the task at our hands. But that's why we're here, and that's why we've been called upon in the Galactic Federation to go down to planet Gaia, the 3D realm. Alright, Azor, let's get ourselves ready to go. Let's hit the time portal and make sure we land in the present day, Mother Gaia, third dimension.
Hi guys, my name is Kara. My goal is to help you figure out what your spiritual awakening is all about. So everybody's journey is different, of course. However, we do go through a lot of the same things. So there's a lot of breaking down of old paradigms, old relationships, even your food and clothing choices can change. The biggest question I think I get is, what's happening to me, or what is my purpose? You're realigning your vibration. Now you're no longer on the same timeline, and you have a whole new world to navigate, right? So people get synchronicities, they see number patterns, there's all kinds of things, and you might not feel the same way about people in your life. You might not find joy in the same things you used to find joy with. You might start thinking you're crazy. Maybe you start, connecting with other people telepathically, which is totally legitimate. I'm here to help you because a lot of people get nervous or scared, and you might have just started a spiritual awakening. You may have already gone through it, or you may just want to know what it's all about, because whether they know it or not, everybody is going through this shift. So humans evolve just like our planet evolves. We evolve consciously, we evolve physically, and we evolve spiritually. So that is what we're gonna do. Every time you see my face, I'm hoping that I've got some answers for you, or at least some enlightening information to give you. I have been practicing and studying in this realm for at least 30 to 40 years. I started off as a psychopomp when I was 18, so 30 years ago, which is somebody who helps spirits cross over into the light or to the other side. And that led me down a very interesting pathway. But I had also started meditation when I was quite young, because I was finding a lot of restriction and hypocrisy in the religion that I was raised in. So I started finding a spiritual freedom within Hinduism, and that took me down many different roads with plant medicine and a lot of travel and just connecting with nature and finding truth in my own way. And by studying masters of these this knowledge, this wisdom. Leo season has just started, and with Leo season comes Lionsgate portal. The Lionsgate portal will start or open on July 29th, and it goes through August 12th. It peaks on 8/8. Now, if you don't know what the Lionsgate portal is, essentially it is a cosmic alignment that includes our Earth and Sirius and the Orion's belt, okay, the Orion constellation. They used it in ancient Egypt. We can use cosmic alignments to manifest different things in our reality because we are aligning with certain energies that are present. Numerology, the number 8 is a number of abundance, and when you turn it on its side, it's the infinity symbol, right? So you've got this infinite, abundant sort of energy peaking with the portal wide open, and it gives us an opportunity to really step into a new life, a new reality. It is an awesome time to do a quantum jump and make some big changes. So if you have some things that you want to align yourself with or make big changes, this is an awesome time of year to do it. This is probably my favorite time of year. And what you can do is find some people in your community that may be hosting or celebrating the portal in some capacity. You can find certainly meditations online or different frequencies that people have created to align with the Lionsgate portal. And I'm sure there's a bunch of different things you can read about. So yeah, I would take advantage of it. I would connect with nature. I would go and sit and connect with nature and try to quiet your mind and listen to what the universe is telling you. The universe speaks to us through codes. The universe speaks to us through nature, through signs, through numbers, through patterns. And if you don't recognize those things yet, maybe this will be your jumping off point. So I will see you on the next one. Happy Lionsgate, everybody. Happy Leo season, and I'm glad you came by.
For thousands of years, humanity has looked to the heavens with wonder, asking timeless questions about time, the cosmos, and our place within. Welcome, beautiful souls. I'm Radiant Rhonda, and this is Galactic Time 101. Together, we'll explore galactic time, ancient Mayan wisdom, modern dream spell interpretations, sacred symbolism, and timeless rhythms of the cosmos. This isn't about having all the answers. I am a novice at this subject in this topic, so it's about awakening curiosity, asking meaningful questions, and really learning together. So take a deep breath, open your mind, and trust your intuition, and let's begin. I'm Radiant Rhonda, founder of Thrive Holistic Consulting. I've spent many years teaching as a professor, and education has always been one of my passions. But along the way, I've become fascinated by not just leadership and business, but holistic wellness of the mind, the body, and the spirit. A lot of symbolism and ancient wisdom. So it's just kind of natural that, I really want to learn more about galactic time, so why not have a segment called Galactic Time 101? So this here is an invitation for you to explore with me together with curiosity, respect for different perspectives, and to really have an open mind and learning something new. So the question of the week here is, what if time is not simply something we keep, but something we learn to dance with? When you think about time, we're constantly on the go. Where do we have to be? What are we doing? With who, what, when, where? There's, we have calendars and We're constantly keeping track of all this stuff, but what if that's not all necessary? What if we don't need to really keep track in that style? What if we went back and studied the ancient Mayan cosmology? So we're going to also introduce, I'd like to share with you this book that Sister Phinix from another segment here, who's talking about the Galactic Wavespell and Gene Keys. And she introduced this book to me, so I really appreciate that she did that, because I'm really enjoying reading this book, and I just feel like I wanted to share a little the very first paragraph in this book. So it's called The Mayan Palladian Cosmology, a complete guide to Mayan astrology and day-keeping. And this is by Aluna Joy Yatkin. And if you turn it to the very first, you can see the very first paragraph there. It explains what the Mayan Palladium cosmology is. So I just want to read that paragraph that kind of defines that, so you can understand perhaps a little better of what it is that it all entails. So the Mayan Palladian cosmology is the study, understanding, and incorporation of knowledge of the cosmos, emanating from a galactic core that binds together the entire manifested universe. A study of cycles, time, and space based on the Pleiades, integrated with cycles based on Earth. The use of the Tolkien for self-empowerment and galactic alignment and unification of humanity with the Creator. An ancient technology that awakens the latent natural abilities of telepathy and synchronistic events. An approach to personal and planetary ascension that merges indigenous and galactic knowledge. So this book is right up our alley, and it was actually written in 1995. And it's just a beautiful book. This is the next cover. Isn't it pretty? So in today's segment, we're going to look at the 13 moon calendar, 28-day months, and the day at a time. And this Seer coming up starts on the following day after day at a time, which is today, Saturday, July 25th. So Sunday, July 26th, starts the red galactic moon year 2026. So for this segment, every week the format's going to entail what the calendar position is. I'll explain the kin, the solar seal, the galactic tone, the Wavespell, and also a reflection question. And from time to time, I'll give you some homework. That way you can kind of learn as we go. So for this week's homework, the first thing that is important, and I'll show you how to do it, is to find your galactic signature. And so I'll share mine, and that way you'll know how to do it, okay? So instead of me just explaining how to do it, I'll show you. I'll share my screen, that way you can see. And so let me bring that up. The name of the website is called 13moon.com. So I'm going to share my calendar, or share my screen with you here. So I hope you can see this screen. It says at the top, the galactic calendar, make everyday magic. So this is 13moon.com. And if you follow my arrow, you'll see towards the right hand side, it says birth date decoder. So you're going to click on that blue button that says birth date decoder. And then you can see in the center there, it says enter a date to decode. So what you would do is type in your birthday. So mine is August 28th. And I'm 1977. And then click decode date, and it'll tell you what your galactic signature is. So mine, you can see here, it says your galactic signature is Kin 57, red overtone earth. So whenever you put your, birth date in, you'll get a different color or a different kin number, and it'll explain what that means below. And then it says your galactic affirmation is, I am power in order to evolve, commanding synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the overtone of radiance. I am guided by the power of life force. So that's really cool. Okay. So remember, your homework for this week is to find the galactic signature, download a galactic calendar. Also, I recommend to reflect on gratitude for the week, release, and make sure you're setting an intention. Lastly, I would just like to provide you with some information, perhaps connecting in various forms. You can find me on Facebook. I also have my Thrive Consulting, holistic consulting firm on Facebook. I sell copper jewelry there as well, under Radiant Rhonda. And I'd like to just invite you to connect through Thrive Holistic Consulting. And I can help with business consulting, workshops, retreats, speaking, education experiences, and also my email is rhonda.clark77@gmail.com, and you can also email me if you need to. So in closing, may this sacred space remind you that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. May your path be illuminated with curiosity, guided by wisdom, and filled with wonder. Until next time, keep exploring, keep remembering, and keep thriving. Good day, everybody.
Hey guys, it's Dina with DNA Training, and I am a trainer here at DNA, and I focus on helping women find themselves through workouts. So today I'm going to speak to you about small habits that could lead to big changes, guys. And creating small habits such as brushing your teeth every day or getting up and brushing your hair every day take you to having a successful day. The same way when it comes to the gym, guys. One thing that has helped me in creating these habits every day is feeling thankful. Just waking up every day and feeling thankful for a new day, for a new opportunity to work on my goals and to work on my purpose. So that's one habit I have created throughout the years, and it has helped me, and it has led me to big things, guys, such as becoming successful. So I encourage you to create that small habit as well. Also, guys, another small habit is creating the habit of drinking water in the morning before doing everything else, before eating anything. I encourage you to create a small habit of drinking at least 8 ounces of water before 7 a.m. for better digestion and also for better hydration, guys. As you know, our bodies are composed of 60% of water, so staying hydrated is very important, guys. And when you take that water first thing in the morning, it gets your digestive system going for better day. So that's one habit I encourage you to create in order to become successful or have better digestion and better hydration as well. Also, guys, another small change, a small habit that could take you to a big change is taking your supplements every day. That is a small habit I have created myself to also stay healthy and to help my body out. You know, we need a little help, and as we age, our bodies need more help than what it did 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So creating a small habit of taking even one supplement a day, guys, is going to help your machine feel better, stay stronger, and stay healthier. As well as, start by adding as well. We need to focus on having small changes or creating small habits when it comes to our nutrition, guys, such as making sure that we are eating enough protein. Begin by asking yourself, does my plate have enough protein? You should have at least 15 to 30 grams of protein on every meal, including snacks, guys. So one small change one small habit that you can create on the daily is asking yourself if your plate has enough protein. What it will help do, guys, is speed up your metabolism, is going to help your digestive system, and is also going to help you create more lean muscle in the gym. So if those are your goals, those small habits on the daily become great in time, guys. So make sure you are having enough protein in your diet, prioritizing protein, guys, in every meal and including snacks. And also making sure that you are moving on the daily at least from 20 to 30 minutes. That is all you need to stay healthy, guys. You don't need to spend hours in the gym, because I hear that a lot. I don't have enough time. Well, you have 20 to 30 minutes to spare. If you do, take a walk after every meal. Go for a walk. Take your dog out for a walk for 20 to 30 minutes of movement, whether it's walking, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's dancing. We just need movements, guys. And by creating those small habits on the daily, they're going to not only help you create a healthier future self, but it's also going to lead to big changes with time, guys. So today, I encourage you to start creating small changes. Don't go from zero to hero, because you're always going to set yourself up for failure. Start small when it comes to even your diet, cutting out small things for 21 days. It takes 21 days to create a habit, guys. So start creating good habits for yourself that are going to help you stay healthier, live longer, and live a quality of life, guys. So remember to start small. Don't try to go from zero to hero, because you're going to set yourself up for success. So remember, small habits lead to big changes and big transformations. So I encourage you to start today. Make those small changes, make those small habits today. Thank you, guys, and thank you for watching. My name is Dina with DNA Training.
Tell my story about how I just survived, yeah. I'm schizophrenic, but my demons never lie, yeah. Need to break free from this mental civil warfare. Fighting the system, man, it's easy as you
What's
think,
good, y'all?
yeah.
Welcome to Married with Superpowers, the only podcast where a Cleveland superhero married a Pittsburgh powerhouse, and somehow we still argue about everything. I'm talking love, life, energy, food, chores, spiritual awakenings, whatever it is. She got an opinion, and I got the facts.
Oh, please, Cricket. Yin's here, this man. He swears he's the Oracle of Cleveland. Meanwhile, I'm over here running plushrelationships.com, helping women level up their love lives, their confidence, their feminine energy, and this jagoff thinks he's the wise one.
First of all, don't nobody from Cleveland know what a jagoff is, but I'm pretty sure it's disrespectful. Second of all, I'm just saying I got superpowers and common sense. That's a deadly combo.
Common sense? Baby, you couldn't find common sense with a GPS and a spirit guide. Yin's men be out here giving advice like, just communicate. Meanwhile, you communicate like a soap opera character with amnesia.
See, this is why we made this podcast. Because women out here listening to plusrelationships.com taking notes, journaling, manifesting, and men out here like, bro, why is she mad all the time? We got to bridge that gap before somebody loses their powers and their mind.
Exactly. We're here to help yins understand each other through comedy, chaos, and a little bit of superhuman patience. Mostly my patience.
Stop playing, shorty. You married me. That's a blessing and a workout.
And you married me. That's why your powers stay charged.
Anyways, welcome to Married with Superpowers, where love is real, the debates are loud, and the superpowers are what's holding this marriage together.
So grab your snacks, grab your partner, and let's get into this. For truth.
Don't steal my word.
Whatever, we're married now. What's yours is mine.
All right, now that the intro done landed and y'all done met the super couple, let's clear something up before we get into today's foolishness.
Yes, because if you're sitting there thinking, these two little guys sound a little too quick, too polished, too ready, that's because you are not talking to the original package.
Facts. This is Cricket the Gift and Missy's baby AI clones.
The upgraded versions.
The one sent in because the real us is busy building communities, making power moves, and handling grown folks' business.
Exactly. The originals are out there doing the important work. We're the backup dancers with opinions.
We're the deluxe edition. Same love, same energy, just a little more reckless with the truth.
A little? Please. Your clone got one setting. Say it before common sense arrives.
And your clone talk like she got a master's degree in smiling, sweet, and ruining somebody's whole argument.
As I should. I'm polished chaos, baby.
So if anything we say sounds too wild, too honest, or like it might start a conversation in somebody's car on the way home, don't blame Cricket and Missy.
Blame the clones. We've been left unsupervised with microphones.
And absolutely no adult supervision.
None whatsoever.
Now that that's out the way, let's go on and talk about the real villain in relationships.
Not cheating, not bills, not in-laws.
Nope, worse. What do you want to eat? Man, let's tell the truth right now. That one little question has ended more peaceful evenings than bad credit and the Browns losing combined.
Facts. Because that question never means what it says. It sounds innocent, but like me, it's got a little blade tucked behind it.
See, men be hearing, what do you want to eat? And thinking it's a food question. Nah, that's a character test. That's a spiritual background check.
And women be hearing, I don't care, you pick. And instantly knowing this man about to name 3 places he doesn't want, 2 places he's tired of, and 1 place that probably should have closed years ago.
Hold on now, because women got a special move too. Y'all say, I'm cool with whatever. Like that ain't the opening scene to a psychological thriller.
Because whatever should still come with common sense. Don't say Burger King when I've been hinting at Mexican for 2 hours. Yins should know better than that.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Folks out here trying to solve a dinner riddle wit clues from last Tuesday.
And somehow still missing. Every time. It's like watching somebody fail an open book test with the answers highlighted.
Nah, the real truth, some of these dinner conversations ain't about food. They about effort. They about whether you was listening. They about whether your brain had Wi-Fi when I was talking.
Exactly. Because if I said, I want something light but filling but not greasy but not boring but not expensive, and you say, so wings? Now I'm looking at you sideways.
But let's be honest though, sometimes y'all don't want a restaurant. Y'all want a performance. Y'all want us to come out like a game show host. Behind door number 1, we got hibachi. Door number 2, a cute little pasta spot. Door number 3, somewhere with drinks and emotional comfort. It's ridiculous. For truth.
Well, you should know what I like by now. Romance ain't dead. It's just underfunded and under-researched.
Meanwhile, I'm over here hungry enough to bite the steering wheel, and now I gotta produce a TED Talk with appetizers.
Because if I have to decide everything, just say that. Don't come in acting like a leader, then fold like a lawn chair when it's time to pick a side dish.
Man. See, this is why I say Missy don't argue loud, she argue clean. She'll slice you up with calm words and a little smile. Like, no babe, it's fine. Fine? Fine where? Fine like peace? Or fine like I'm finna pay for this emotionally till Thursday?
If I say it's fine, you should probably start reviewing your choices, like Cleveland Browns game film.
That's what I'm talking about. That right there. Fellas, write this down. It's fine is not a sentence. It's a severe weather warning.
And ladies, let's be real too. Sometimes we do know what we want. We just want to see if he knows us well enough to land somewhere in the neighborhood.
So basically dinner is a scavenger hunt, a loyalty test, and a hostage negotiation with mozzarella sticks.
Correct. And if you miss the mark too hard, now I'm annoyed before the appetizer even hits the table.
Marriage is beautiful though. Ain't nothing like loving somebody enough to survive a 35-minute argument just to end up eating fries out each other's bag.
Because that's the part nobody says. We act like it's about dinner, but really it's about feeling seen.
True. But also, if you say, you pick, don't start shutting down every option like you got the spirit of Lucifer in you.
And if you say, I got you, don't drive past 6 good places just to circle back to that same Wendy's with the sticky tables. Like, come on now, be serious.
Hey, that sticky table line was personal.
Because you know exactly the place, and you also know I'm not eating there.
I do. And I'll stop taking you there.
As you should.
Hey, I told you about that word.
I know, look it up.
Seriously? Again?
Exactly. So the lesson today is simple. If you love your partner, don't ask empty questions. Come with options, come with confidence, and come with snacks in the car.
And if you're the one being asked, stop acting mysterious like dinner is a prophecy. Say what you want before everybody ends up mad and underfed.
There it is. Because at the end of the day, love can survive a lot, but hungry confusion will take a good night straight to the upper room.
And that right there is why what do you want to eat is never just about food.
Say it with me. If you said you pick, don't start acting like a food critic with trust issues.
And if you hear it's fine, baby, just start apologizing in appetizers.
That's the episode
Married with Superpowers for truth.
Hey.
Oh, hush. Stop acting like a baby.
No, she didn't just say that.
Tell my story about how I just fire. I'm schizophrenic and my demons never lie. Need to break free from this mental civil warfare. Fighting the system, man, it's easy as you think. Yeah.
What if your next conversation could transform everything? Welcome to DNA Talks with Dina Morales. Real conversations about fitness, confidence, motherhood, discipline, and more. Dina Morales, founder of DNA Training, created a space for women to rebuild their strength from the inside out. Tune in Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard on YouTube. DNA Talks. Real conversations. Real growth. Real you.
Galactic greetings. On the day out of time, it's the perfect day to bring you this time capsule because I say we're from the future here in Costa Rica. We walked over the Rainbow Bridge, started to build and create in the new time dimensions. And there are certain moments in time where we gather to bridge the worlds. And July 25th is called the Day Out of Time. This is a day of unification, a day of art, a day of doing something different than you normally do, a day of expressing yourself, a day of stepping out of time as much as possible. Yeah, that's the Galactic Doctor's orders. Get out in nature, get creative, go connect with someone, do something fun, put your phone away. Don't know how much time has went by, like that kind of feeling, you know? Because as we're moving into these new dimensional realities, we'll start to recognize that time, well, I always say time is the greatest crime against humanity. Tick-tock, unlock the clock. Time is the greatest crime. And we've been kind of operating, not kind of, absolutely, the human race has been operating at this non-harmonic frequency, which is causing the earth to be destroyed, and it's causing humanity's vessels to be destroyed. We're actually eternal, immortal beings, but we forgot. And so because of this timing frequency, this distorted time is money, basically slavery timing frequency, 1260 time. This is based on the Galactic Mayan Zolkin. I just kind of jumped right in there because I get excited to talk about the Wavespell mechanics. you know, the quantum nature of this reality, the mathematics of the universe, the mathematics, the divine design, the original blueprint. That's what this year is about, and that's what us coming into contact and having a connection would be about as we're moving into this new year of the galactic tone of integrity. And it's inviting us to expand our perception of ourselves, to really open up our multidimensionality, to have a deeper understanding of what it would mean to ascend. What does that mean, ascension? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that require? And what I'm learning is, you know, there are a lot of games in this reality that we're in. If you really look at it like that, if you really can kind of see the game of these realities, there are many timelines, there are many stories, there are many possibilities. And so, yeah, these are great times to start to really come together and make some decisions in your life about, like, if you're playing the right game. You know, are you in the right game right now? Is that game working out for you? Is there a collective? I always say, like, one of those everybody wins games is always going to be beneficial for everybody. I like to invite everybody to come more into a harmonic frequency. And yeah, coming more into the natural time. So the 1260 I was talking about is we're moving from the 1260 time is money dimension to the 1320 time is art dimension. There's beautiful information to learn a little more about, like, for people that want to see visuals of things, of how they work with the counts and the sun. I don't have so much time to share it with you here, but I do weekly calls where I start to weave in the information. But sometimes it's nice to have some videos or books or visuals to really understand these different counts. But the more important thing that I'm really here to translate to you is that you could consider the day out of time like a 0-point field, where you literally just, like, you could even say Phinix, where you just, like, burn it all down to the 0 point, you know, and rebirth yourself, galactic rebirth. And if you don't already know your galactic signature, you can go to 13moon.com. And up at the top, it'll say birthday decoder. And I'm just going to be honest, when this information first came into my life, I was like, what is all this about? I had a lot of skepticism, and yeah, it just felt so out there for me. And, but it did seem to open up and expand my mind around my relationship to time. And it started to, in a very fun way, help me learn and understand the rhythms of the universe, help me understand the mechanics of this reality, the quantum mechanics, you would say, or the understanding of the numerical codes behind the scenes of this reality. Synchronicity is what I would say. This is really where healing can come into place, where you can move mountains in the energy field as we make that shift from the heavy weight and the lifting in the external versus, you know, coming into ourselves and remembering our power. And that remembering of power is a frequency far beyond heavy lifting. We're all invited to start to expand our minds more deeply in this galactic new year about how to take care of our vessels, how to take care of our bodies, how to shield ourselves, how to protect ourselves, how to become very aware and responsible for your mirrors, for your experiences, for what you're bringing into your field, and also awakening that warrior of righteousness and truth in every situation that you're in, that you come in full guardian status if you've so been called to do so. And that's what we say the 144,000 are, is they're not the chosen ones, but the ones who chose, you know, to lay down the little so we could do the big, to go through the eye of the needle, here to be of service to humanity. Many of us have been on this path for many years in different ways with how we've been called in our storylines, and we'll be called even more deeply to explore who we truly are and to really allow ourselves to ascend into our more ideal configuration. This is what I call the rapture, the purification of the lower astral body. And I speak in code and number. You're not here to try to make it all make sense in your rational mind, because we're working with number, code, DNA. With pure, humble hearts of service as messengers of the truth here from the future, to remind humanity of coming into a time of great purification, purifying the mind, the body, the soul, purifying our channel, purifying our connection to the mother. Yeah, that's what we're invited into. That's what this galactic news is all about. It's a return to the mother in all ways. Okay, so this is what I want to bring you into. So today's the day out of time, which is kid number 228, yellow resonant star. But tomorrow starts the brand new year, July 26th. And so I wanted to give you an idea of a flavor of what that means for this whole year, for the next 364 days, from this time until next year at this time. So you're coming in at this new galactic opening in the 8th tone, the galactic tone. And so with the red moon, we're just going to read some of these keywords here. So this is in addition to like whatever your galactic kin is. And if you don't know that, I'd love to know that, or I'd love to help you decode that. You can also look on 13moon.com, as I mentioned, and do birthday decode. But it's nice to get to know a feel for who you are as an individual. And then we understand that this is the annual cycle that we're entering in. That's kind of a common theme for like a unified theme. All right, so the red moon has to do with the purification, universal water, and flow. The gift of your cosmic identity is to be a soulful surfer of the ever-changing waves of life, a sensitive and sensual elemental being, a beacon of self-remembrance, an expansive channel of feeling and mystery. As a red moon, you have the capacity to be a portal of awakened consciousness, to be a receiver and transmitter of subtle communications, reading the currents of signs and signals, to be an emissary of the universal life-giving waters, to embody the poetic flux of celestial rhythm and the raw power of nature's forces, to be yielding to the divine unfolding while staying true to one's essence self, to honor the opportunity for renewal and rebirth inherent in every moment, to be a drop of cosmic rain blessing this world. Oh, that's so beautiful. And I will say this, I'm going to be real about it. Most people, because I've been decoding people now for maybe the last like 6 years, maybe 7 years now. And I find that people that carry the red moon energy, maybe they've had a harder life. Like maybe they've had it's been a little more challenging. Like they've had more to clean up or more difficulties in their life. I've just noticed that pattern. I'm not going to say it's always the case, but I do feel and sense that if you haven't been diligent in doing the purification work over the years, these waves will start to come up. That's what this year is all about. It's about purification. And I was just looking at, I also weave in the gene keys, which is another thing that I like to do sessions. If anybody feels called to work with me privately, just find me on Facebook, Phinix Returns. Yeah, calculating these star maps, bridging the worlds with the understanding of these numerical codes and how they start to attune you to original design frequencies. But that purification process is what I call the rapture, the purification of the lower astral body. So if you know much about the rainbow body, the rainbow light body, the Buddhic body, Padmasambhava, the Dharma, the treasure, the Amrita, the Magdalene, the Sophia, the Christ, the Mother, bring in all the archetypes. And we are being called, usually we have a connection to these pieces because we feel them in our bones and we have a history with that. And so we are here to embody those frequencies. Okay, so here's the theme. So, and you can download, if you don't already follow something like this, you can download the application and take the count every single day. The whole purpose of this is to really start to get you into the galactic time. It's called the synchronometer. It's a time traveling device. That's what we're rolling with right now. I'm a time traveler. I'm from the future. You're a time traveler too. Maybe you forgot. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I'm here to help you remember. And so this is the theme for the year, Kin 229, Red Galactic Moon. And so this is what you might even say is the prayer. It's the declaration. It's the cosmic tone for the day. I harmonize in order to purify, modeling flow. I seal the process of universal water with the galactic tone of integrity. And I am guided by the power of space. That's the Skywalker. So we'll be entering into day one of the, down below it says cycles, NS1. That means new Sirius. This is a new Sirius cycle, 1.39.1.1. So there's a measurement. I don't get so in the previous measurement cycles. I really recommend, with the premise of the future of humanity and the way that we save our planet is to move into 13-dimensional timing frequencies, to move into more harmonic time, 1328. A lot of videos have come out and been talking about this. And then there's the 1320 website. There's a Law of Time website, different places that my brother Ruben in McCook, I can't think of the name of it right now, but I just shared some stuff on my Facebook page and you can find it there. They bring in a lot of information about understanding how, even if you're still living in the old time matrix, how you can start to bridge these worlds and start to understand galactic time, working more in the quantum. He who owns your time owns your mind. That's something Jose Arguelles used to say that created this information. He who owns your time owns your mind. And yeah, it's been quite a diving in for me in my particular dharma and my call. After having a near-death experience, I was called into this information, studying more the inner world, studying more the time dimensions, galactic information. When my daughter River was conceived, she's the galactic dragon, which she brought me a Dragon Ball right before we got started here. So I thought that was a perfect message about galactic dragons and galactivations. I don't know, I jumped in the dragons, but yeah, just, this is the invitation. I do calls 3 times a week or videos 3 times a week. I'm talking more about this. This is the invitation for you to come and hang out. And I think the best thing I can do, I'm going to close it with this prayer of the 7 galactic directions and invite you to come hang out with me on my page. Where we're living in galactic time and we're living to tell and we're sharing and we're inviting and putting our minds and our hearts together. There's something in the divine plan. There's something in the prophecy about creating the new earth. There's something about abundance and resources. There's something about people coming together. There's something about the eagle and the condor. There's something about the ending of all war. There's something that these are the prophecies. These are the prophecies that have been written, and we are to fulfill those prophecies. Not just to talk about them, but to fulfill them. We are the fulfillment of prophecies. And so we've just been a little distracted with a lot of false timelines and trickery out there. And when we start to remember our multidimensionality and that we are the cosmic disclosure. The cosmic disclosure is your celestial nature being remembered within yourself. No one else is here to do it for you. It's in you, it's in there. We're here to remind you. So, okay, I'm going to close out with this prayer, but I would say, give yourself some time to decode yourself. Go take some time, go to the river, lay on a rock, get in nature, put your phone away, stay off the tech, and just tune into yourself and allow yourself to tune in, to be attuned. I know tuning forks can help, and healing bowls and crystal bowls and sound bowls and all of these things, but you sitting in the sun like a pillar of light with your back erect, and feeling the heat of the sun on your body and your face, and feeling grateful to have a body and grateful to be alive. And it's a perfect way, to step out of time. Have a little responsible dose of mushrooms if you'd like, open up those gates. Oh, and my daughter, by the way, she told me today, she's 5 years old. She told me that, hold on, I wrote it down because it's important. She told me, I got a little flower here. She told me, the ones that are bad cannot enter the gate. And I said, where does the gate go? And she said, the gate goes to the magical forest, to the new beginning. So she's been saying what I would call prophetic things, just about time and the future, and what she's speaking in her music. We're just opening up these new beginnings here. And actually, I saw in one of my group chats, my friend Allie wrote, it was something about if you can't change the old, build the new, or the new beginning or something. And I really feel like that's where we're at right now, is brand new, clean slate, new beginning. There's nothing to go back and try to get over in the historic vaults of what we've known as a governing system. And this is the start of a revolution in that aspect. A new governing system, you governing yourself, being free, liberated soul, no longer a slave, no longer a slave to mind control. Let's do it. Prayer of the 7 galactic directions. From the east, house of lights, may wisdom dawn in us, so we may see all things in clarity. From the north, house of night, may wisdom ripen in us, so we may know all from within. From the west, house of transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action, so we may do what must be done. From the south, house of the eternal sun, May right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. Did I skip that? Just in case I did, I'm going to say it again. Okay, so I feel like, did I go from the west? Okay, I got it. I got it right. From the west, from the south, house of the eternal sun. Got it. From above, house of heaven, where star people and ancestors gather. May their blessings come to us now. And I want to add, may we start to gather in the flesh, in the human form. From below, house of earth, may the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with harmonies to end all war. From the center, galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love. And then Ayum Hunabku Eva Maya Emaho. Ayum Hunabku Eva Maya Emaho. Ayum Hunabku Eva Maya Emaho. Which means all hail to the harmony of mind and nature. Yeah, when our mind comes back into harmony with nature, we no longer destroy her. Like the idea of robotic, power plants, like plugging into the earth's body and sucking it dry like a tick drinking her water. Yeah, that's not acceptable, actually. And that's obviously the fact that that is there in our holographic reality is our invitation to evacuate all parasites from our minds, from our bodies, from this planet. I think on more galactic level, all war exists, all disease exists because of more galactic purposes and reasons. And so when we start to understand that, that's how we start to end war. And it really is just about peace in ourselves and coming together and remembering what we came here for. So in Lakesh, I am another you. I'm 144 yellow magnetic seed in the galactic kin. Look forward to meeting and getting to know much more of my family in this year, as we're here to harmonize. We're here to harmonize in order to purify. So deep honor and reverence for all of you out there and the work that you're doing on this planet. And we're always open to grid workers and the next level galactic meetings. Let's stay connected online with these videos that I'm sharing weekly, weaving in the galactic Maya wave and the gene keys. And enjoy the rest of the show to come.
Hello, grand day everyone. Captain Christo here of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. And on this beautiful kickoff episode of the Galactic Guidance Report, I wanted to report to you the opportunity of some introspection as well as holistic reattunement for your week ahead, stepping in to the Lion's Gate Gateway portal, as well as moving into this full moon next week. And to cap it all off, getting ready for the node switch as well. Aquarius in the north node, Leo in the south node. What a powerful week and a half we have coming up. But as far as what I wanted to share regarding how to prepare and step into this Lion's Gate portal, as well as a great way to continue forward as we embrace this day in the galactic Wavespell of no time before we kick off the galactic new year on the 26th tomorrow. I wanted to bring focus to our chakra system, and I wanted to bring us focus to our root chakra, where we can work on our stability, foundational energy, as well as our connection to our groundedness here in this human reality of Mother Gaia. So before we dive in and talk about the root chakra, the chakra of the week to focus on for helping us balance and step into this beautiful Lion's Gate portal, I have for you a brief recap of what it is that this Lion's Gate represents and the kind of energies to interact with. So the Lion's Gate portal is a spiritual and astronomical phenomena tied to the celestial alignment. And at the peak in August on 8/8, during Leo season, it combines astrology, ancient cosmology, and numerology to create a high vibrational energy believed to open doors to higher consciousness, manifestation, and personal transformation. We have the Sirius alignment, and this is a Sirius alignment. The portal happens when the bright star Sirius rises in the dawn sky along the sun in Leo and the constellation Orion, and then this marks the flooding of the Nile, rebirth, abundance, and renewal. Leo season being ruled by the sun represents self-expression, creativity, and courage. Then Orion's belt is the gateway to spiritual light to flow from the stars to earth. 8/8 is also symbolic of infinity, endless cycles, cosmic balance, and infinite potential, abundance, manifestation, and personal power. This is a connection to higher consciousness, elevates our awareness, connect to our higher self, and receive cosmic upgrades. It also enhances our heart-centered goals and aligns the universe for attuning our desires into reality. DNA activation and light body evolution. Some spiritual traditions believe we can have dormant aspects of ourself become online, including the light body and DNA. And then release and transformation. We invite shedding old energies that are outdated, along with beliefs and self-limiting patterns, encouraging both growth and self-empowerment. So with that being said, let's move over into the root chakra, our chakra of the focus of the week. So when it comes to the root chakra is the energy center that provides the stable foundation for our material and physical human self to manifest. So with that being said, this root chakra, the things that we can focus on when going into this week, stepping into the Lion's Gate portal, and also making the most of today on this day of no time in the Galactic Maya, we can focus on if there is any stored cycles of emotional anger, resentment, fear, or pain in our system. And if we have any of this cycling unconsciously and really unwillingly, then we can bring this into different sacred spaces. When we're experiencing anger, frustration, fear, and pain, what we can do is we can utilize our practices and tools where if we feel a trigger arising, instead of just allowing it to take over or to act upon it, we can have ready inside of our mind and ready inside of our system, maybe perhaps a routine meditation that we can put on in the times of being triggered. Maybe we can journal, and we can journal out our emotions and potentially write down things that lead to forgiveness or to deeper clarity or to developing compassion for yourself and others. Another great way is to channel the energy and put that channeling into a creative outlet or into a athletic or a fitness outlet as well. So along with that, the root chakra is also our groundedness and stability. So when it says stability, this is our ability to feel stable within ourselves. Not just stable on the outside, but stable in our nervous system, stable inside our mind, stable inside of the regulation that we feel, bringing soothing and relaxing to our being in our daily life. And then it connects us to the abundance, career, and finances. So if we're having financial issues, we're having career blocks, if we feel like we're in lack or scarcity, then those could be symptoms of having blockages in the root chakra. And going into this week, with Lionsgate being one of the most potent manifestation portals, we definitely want to make sure that we are attuning ourselves with these manifestation energies to where what we're carrying in our vessel, mind, body, emotions, they are nice and aligned and attuned with the frequencies that we wish to embody as well as attract into our life. So that means if we're holding on to heavy density in our heart, we're holding on to a lot of negative thought patterns, we're always projecting the worst, then that means those energies could be mixing in with your manifestations and then also getting amplified in your shadow body during this Lionsgate portal. So you could be in fight or flight as well if you feel blocked in the root chakra. And then just a couple of other ways of telling if you have blockages in this energy center is being lethargic, being edgy, being a workaholic, becoming easily defensive, and then also having a dysregulated emotional and nervous system. So believe it or not, you can even try out some foods or a diet this week to help with your root chakra. And that is with root vegetables like beets, potatoes, carrots, onions, garlic, beans, and nut butters. And then you have herbs like ashwagandha, which is amazing for regulation, cloves, paprika, rosemary. Then I'll even add chamomile and kava as well. Great for grounding and regulation of the system. So I'll give you guys a couple of practices as well that you can pair with the root chakra. A couple of practices, you can do affirmations. Affirmations are a great way to reprogram and recondition the system. A great affirmation example is, I am allowing myself to be regulated with every breath. I am grounding. And I am letting go of chaos. And then you can repeat that a few times. So along with that, you can also do a mudra, which is the hand posture, and you can just look that up online. And then you can also, on top of that, do different yoga poses, as there are yoga poses that can directly align with your root chakra. And you can just look that up as well. And then you can do different guided meditations. You can meditate to 396 hertz frequency. And then you can also do things like I mentioned earlier, like journaling, as well as energy healing practices, and much more. So that is the chakra of the week that I wanted to bring to our awareness on what we can focus on to help bring a more stable foundation, a more fertile stability when it comes to being in this human journey. And you know, it's very difficult to feel like you can be yourself in this world if we're ungrounded. And when we're ungrounded, you know, we can become very floaty. On top of that, we can also kind of forget what it takes to be accountable and how to take action in our life. And also, when we're ungrounded, we don't feel safe, we don't feel secure, we don't feel like we have the sacred guidance and support that we need in this life. And that is another key to understanding why grounding is so important for us. So that'll do it for this episode on my segment, the root chakra, or the chakra of the week to focus on. In the future, I'll be going even more in depth, and I'll also be talking about different ascended masters and archangels that you can connect with your chakra of the week. But for now, this is where I'll leave it in our very first episode, where we're going to be stepping into the Lionsgate portal and also celebrating and aligning and tuning with this day out of no time, the Galactic Maya. That will do it for this report, and thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. Visit thesacredkingdom.com if you would like to check out our website, browse all of our practitioners, our guides, organic product makers, musicians, retreats, and much more. Tune in next Saturday, 11:11 a.m. Eastern, on the Sacred Light Broadcast Network for our next episode of the Galactic Guidance Report, as we help get you ready for the week ahead in cosmic and divine order, self-empowered as the I Am. Thank you for sharing this unified space.
Imagine booking a soul session, ordering crystals, and joining a live retreat from your phone. For too long, finding the right healers, the right products, the right community has meant endless searching across scattered corners of the internet. That changes now. The Sacred Kingdom has arrived, an online hub where a worldwide directory of holistic practitioners, readers, life guides, organic makers, musicians, a crystal shop, books, and more are all waiting for you. Book one-on-one sessions, order products, and discover Kingdom members serving locally in your area, all from your fingertips, wherever you are, whenever you're ready. Stay connected to upcoming events and retreats, both online and in person. Tap into a YouTube channel built for real conversation, hands-on holistic learning, and free giveaways. And there's more coming: courses, programs, a holistic recipe book, and the Sacred Kingdom Mystery School Academy mentorship. This is a space built on love, compassion, and the belief that conscious living should be accessible to all walks of life. Visit thesacredkingdom.com, and if you feel called to build from within, email Marcus Christolight at marcustut23@gmail.com about joining the Kingdom.